Canada yet to steady the ship, you feel?
Big win off the draw by Bridges, and that's one thing he's worked on big time. He wins a lot of key draws, Billy Bridges.
Cozzolino just thrust into the board there. Canada maybe a bit agitated by the fact that they've not had the chance to set their stall out yet. Crane just on a merry-go-round, and Farmer's come unstuck.
American shooting from all different angles.
Farmer just slotting it back for his captain. Paul's first time from him, driven over.
The one thing the same in able body as in sled, if you don't shoot, you're not going to score. Very straightforward.
Roman coming straight for Cozzolino there, but he managed to offload it in time. Bridges nudging it into the corner, and Canada were going wholesale with the changes there, so no one in support as the US, who have been right out of the trap so far, motor forward with Farmer, who might do it alone and straight at the rock. US certainly on top in the first 5 minutes of this first period of the gold medal game. Still goalless though, 0-0, as we'll go for a quick break. That breaking procedure's probably coming at the right time for Canada, who have had a lot of defensive work to do so far really on in the game. The US so keen to get off to a strong start, and they have done.
So I'll send you the link.
I'm doubly happy that it's scoreless.
2.5 hours long.
Whistle there, Bridges thrown out of the
Ice Hockey Championships, Canada against USA.
Lavin thrown out of the draw, and McGregor comes in to take
one of
it.
my favourite sports.
Paul's well positioned just to survey the scene and find maybe a route forwards. Getting stuck in the crease, Larocque getting a glove on that.
Another big one by Larocque with the glove stop. The referee seems like he's got some type of headset in his. He looked like he was talking to somebody, and he's going to the. I'm not 100% sure what's going on here. Do you want to take a wild guess?
Well, he's certainly having a conversation with one of his colleagues there, the referee, just looking at this play again as Paul slots it in.
See here?
Don't see anything too wrong with any of this.
No. Oh, is that the puck there?
Potentially.
Puck is there, it's over the line.
Well, have we got a goal here for the USA? Might be difficult to tell from this angle, but...
There it is right there. Is it over the line, though?
Farmer's pointing, and the referee, the Norwegian official, Uwe Lupka.
The one thing, though, Jono, it looked like the American had caught his glove. Did he push it in? It definitely looked like it was over the line. And they're going upstairs. This is the one thing I do like for goals going to video replay. Farmer thinks he might have had one, but I think just because it went over the line, if it did, he pushed it there. Kind of looks like he pushed it. I'm not. Yeah, it's over the line. You can see daylight.
But is it a valid goal?
A lot of craziness in the first couple of minutes. Farmer thinks it's in. The one thing about these type of goals, it's so anticlimactic. Do you celebrate? Do you not celebrate? Do you wait? You get excited? You're having a good conversation with the review center. Off the backboards. They've done this a few times. Laurent goes to get it. Leaks out of his glove.
There's no doubt, is there, about it being over the line? It's just how it came about.
This one's taken a long time.
And I wonder if the crowd are aware here, because no replays have been shown on the big screens in venues so far.
No.
Just a red telephone dangling.
Yeah, just what we've got in the broadcast booth, in our beautiful broadcast booth in the arena here in Ostrava. Great view. This takes a lot out of the teams. Both teams are waiting and waiting. Still a mist over. Maybe this is apropos, a mist over the arena and a little bit of mist over the game right now.
Certainly a lot of mystery. But what will be the decision from Uwe Lufka? We'll have another look at it here. The nature of the goal is what we're questioning. Farmer's left glove looks like it sort of punches it underneath Laurent.
I don't know. I'm not even going to guess because 99.9% of the time I'm wrong, Jono. They're talking a long time here. The crowd is getting restless.
And what a strange circumstance it would be for the Americans to go in front. And you talk about how important a first goal is. If this is given as a goal, you must think, if you are Team USA, you're looked in.
Yeah. I've never seen it go this long. This is really long.
You see the stray stick on the floor as well in all of this.
Yeah. I don't know. It's over the line. How did it get over the line? That's the key. Was it pushed with Farmer's glove, or did he get a stick on it? It's very difficult to tell.
Big pressure, isn't there, on the referee right now? You would not want to be in his skates.
Well, it's somebody in the review board that's going to make the decision and tell him whether it's a good goal or not. So it's kind of, I'm pretty sure it's out of his hands. Players skating around. The guys on the bench now are just, they're all cold. You got to let them. I would get the teams out on the ice to skate around.
And a crowd that's kept themselves entertained throughout the week may be getting a bit frustrated now by the lack of communication coming through. There's still no word on the big screen as to what's going on. But we wait and see if Team USA have got the first score of the game. Circumstances that I've certainly not seen before. It's out of Kembabi's hands as to whether his side are going to remain with the shutout intact or not in the early stages.
Got the great Dominik Hasek behind me. He's been here all week. He's the ambassador. You talk about an ambassador. This guy's amazing. World Championships, Stanley Cup, Hall of Fame, one of my all-time favorites. He just gave me the thumbs down. He doesn't think it's going in. He doesn't think it's going to count. But they got to make a decision sooner than later. This has been about, I'm going to say 5 or 6 minutes already.
Surely it gets to a point, though, where an official confers for that long, he just can't give it.
Well, you got to make a decision. The booth has to make a decision. I think both teams now just want a decision. Obviously, Canada wants no goal. The Americans want a goal. But decide one way or the other. It's very early in the game. Even if it's in, this game has a long way to go. But let's get it going.
Goodness knows what the telephone bill is going to be here, but we're about to find out the nature of it.
Here we go. Is it a goal or no goal? I'm not going to guess. No goal. And he's coming to the bench to tell him what happened.
Well, let's hope the conversation isn't half as long as the one had with the booth there.
Yeah, I'd like to find out what the, try to read his...
What drama, though, so early on in the gold medal game. We've only just crossed the 5-minute mark.
Yeah. They announced what happened and why it happened in Czech. And, Jono, my Czech is really bad these days, so I don't understand what he said.
Yeah, don't look at me. But we're back underway. And has any American momentum been lost here, I wonder? Or will they just continue in the same vein? Roybal, lovely spin, Farmer! Straight at the rock, and then it's just hit the bar. It just clipped it and fizzed away. Remarkable.
Another big stop by Dominic Larocque, the wall from Quebec.
Canada on the ropes. But now McGregor's got it. He can't get his stick on it, though. The Canadians so far have been using their sticks, the pick end, rather than the blade end, because they've been so used to defending.
That was two sensational stops by Dominic Larocque, the pride of Quebec.
Took an almighty deflection as it spiraled on to the pipe, but USA well on top. Bridges trying to be a cool, experienced head.
Play so far has been mainly in the American zone, but this could change now.
Here's Bridges. He scored the Paralympic final. Wasn't far off here in the World Championship final either.
He's got an absolute cannon shot. The hardest shot of both these teams, I'll guarantee you that.
Oh, Cozzolino squeezed it across. No one in the crease. In red and black. But the USA finally in possession of the puck.
Yeah, this one could leak down. He's got it. Beat Quebec, turning.
Canada, as I say, finally having possession of the puck. As USA have it again. They have done for most of this first period. We're not even halfway through it yet, but some unbelievable drama already.
Big collision on the blue line by two Canadians there, Bridges and Crane. Sometimes those are the worst ones. You can't see your own player and then bang.
What is it like when you're a defensive unit that's had to withstand so much pressure, you then get the puck? It must be a strange feeling because Canada aren't used to possession so far in this match.
Well, both these teams have been through ups and downs over the years, so you get through it. You deal with it. It's something that every one of these players on both teams are elite athletes. That's what we really want everybody to understand. They train just like pro hockey players. Here it is right there. Spin over. Great stop by the right shoulder of Larocque. Rolls up, hits the crossbar, rolls down. But look how big Larocque gets here. Square to the puck, kids. Takes it off the shoulder. Absolutely picture perfect the way to stop a puck by big Dominic Larocque.
Both teams needed their goaltenders to be right on form. And Cash waiting for something to happen at his end of the rink. But Larocque already called into some big moments. I think there's going to be a lot more to come. USA certainly have the flow of the game going in their direction. But they haven't got the score to match it yet. And when you're against the likes of this man here, Hickey, it could change in an instant. Groves got it without really knowing, and then Paul's reading the game as well as he does. Just nips in. Now Farmer. Can he escape the attention of Henry? He has. And Farmer!
Another big stop by the elbow of Dominic Larocque. It's been a Larocque show so far, Donald.
It has, and it might have to get worse for him now. Oh, he's saved it again. And the great thing about Larocque, you've mentioned already this week, goaltenders, the good ones, they stay up right to the last, and Larocque barely has dipped down to either side yet.
Yeah, you know what? For years, I've said, since I retired, that Steve Cash is the best goalie in the world. But young Dominic Larocque, who's only been the #1 or been on top with Canada for a short while, I'll take him any day of the week. This kid is huge right now. The Americans have been all over the Canadians. And not for Larocque, it's a 3 or 4-0 game.
Farmer, the match winner in Pyeongchang 2018 with a brace. Already could have scored a couple in this first period. The USA with so much of the territorial advantage. There's Roybal, he's not really faced up. Larocque yet.
Hickey stayed with him real nice there. Want to keep him to the outside. Don't allow him to cut in. That's when he's dangerous.
Henry just losing his bearings. It's all hands on deck at the moment for Canada. They have ridden a big, big wave, but doesn't look like it's going to be stemmed just yet. USA not letting up.
I love them to blow the whistle on these. That's where you really get hurt with the pick. Take a pick in the kidney or in the leg. I can guarantee you they hurt. Been on the receiving end of a few of them.
They just don't seem to have much room to work with at the moment. It's the wrong side of the blue line, so it will be an offside. A bit of respite for the Canadian backline. They need it. It's still scoreless here at the Ostrava Arena in the gold medal game, but the USA on top right now. Still 0-0 though, as we go to a break. Doing it. As Hickey's got it now, end to end with Farmer, and then you've got two Americans swarming around. One of them on the back is Roybal. It's getting a bit untidy in the centre. The Americans just with that extra bit of grit at the moment.
Canada got lucky there. That could have been a tee on McGregor. Wasn't called.
Clever from Bridges. Hickey. Excitement from those of a red and white persuasion whenever he gets the puck, and then a heavy clash into the linesman there.
Linesman got the sled in the shins. Oh, and then he gets the puck in the side of the head.
He gets out of there as quick as possible, doesn't he, after that? That derails Canada for now, but they've kept it inside the offensive zone. Not for long, though. The USA just want it as far away from Steve Cash as possible, as play will be disrupted here.
Glove pass by the Canadians. Roybal. Now the ref wants to talk to Roybal. He's not happy about a play inside the blue line. A referee explains. I like that. I always like when a referee would explain something to you. You know, you wouldn't agree with him, but at least he explained it to you.
Back underway, and again Every piece of the puck desperately scrapped for by both sides. Like Canada had initially won the battle there. Crane did well just to spin it away. Not much space at all to work with, but Canada have improved in that, because in the opening embers of this game, USA seemed to have an awful amount of ice to operate around. That's changed now.
Yeah, it's been basically tilted. But, you know, the Canadians will be here's a chance for Pauls.
Pauls quite cut it towards the far side and get the intended target, Douglas, on it.
Pauls very rarely makes a mistake on a pass like that. He's one of the best in the world. Oh, bad pass up the middle.
Spinning it back, Dodson in a good area here, maybe to put it back towards the crease. He wanted to go for McDermott instead. USA making defensive changes right now. And Canada are just suffocated inside their own defensive zone.
As long as they keep it zeros, though, and the goaltender stands big, this game is crazy, and the play can tilt real fast.
Real cut and thrust stuff here at the Ostrava Arena. Not the most attractive game of hockey we've seen this week, but goodness me, both times going full throttle for that gold medal. And here's Westlake, and it's come through maybe for Levin. And it's smothered by Cash, still alive for McGregor. And he tried to go for the outside of the right, and he couldn't quite get the angle correct. Hickey, well, he was last man for a moment there, did well to keep possession of the puck and keep going. And by McGregor, straight at Cash, his first save, and he was not to be fooled.
That was a great play, and that's all Canada needs. Hickey with a little slip down pass to McGregor, one-timer and a nice stop by Steve Cash. Nice puck movement. Liam Hickey, this kid is very young, but he's getting some very critical ice time, Jono. One of the better ones.
Have Canada seen off the worst of the USA in this first period? Unscathed as well so far, but a bit of luck certainly on their side in that respect. USA want to make sure the pendulum's back in their path, as Farmer couldn't break beyond the blue line.
But he got out of the train tracks, and the train tracks were going to be a little dangerous to him. Here's a chance for
There's
Farmer.
a man over. It's Farmer. Will he use it? Oh, he went himself and he missed. Farmer has come closest, no doubt about it, as he operates again, and Douglas did not get much venom on that shot. But the USA, flip of a coin once again, up the other end and creating their own chance.
Yeah, Coach Babby is going to be talking to the boys in the dressing room, I'll guarantee you. Very sloppy in their own zone. Not playing Canadian hockey in their own zone. But they'll take the score right now.
Into the final minute of the first period at the World Para Ice Hockey 2019 Championship gold medal game between Canada and USA. Hickey. Roybal committed himself there, didn't he?
He did. They got very lucky there. That could have been dangerous with Hickey coming down.
Westlake with the dump into the corner. Who's going to give chase? Paul's there first. Now Wallace, not seen much of him in the last few minutes. Hargis. Farmer giving chase. Gemmell just looking over his shoulder. And good awareness there. Slammed by Roybal. Farmer trying to get himself out of the traffic. End of the first period. Scoreless here at the Ostrava Arena, but certainly drama in abundance. The USA thinking they might have scored in the most freakish of circumstances. There's an almightily long review with Ove Lutke, the referee, having a chat with upstairs. It was ultimately deemed no goal, and that means after the first period, it's 0-0 between the USA and Canada. amazing that even in a game with so little goal-mouth opportunities for both sides, we're still stood up here, Rosie, breathless, because the sheer ferocity of that first period, the pace that they were going about, and the sheer force they were hitting each other with as well, has been engrossing watching for us, just not the goals yet.
Yeah, there was a lot of action, a lot of plays that I think the Canadians will want to tighten up in the second or third. You can only give the Americans so many chances, Jono, and then it's going to be in. And the only reason it isn't there isn't a score on the board right now is the fact that Dominic Larocque is standing mighty tall, mighty tall.
No goals on the scorecard then, but very shortly we will see the statistics from that first period, and we'll see just how important Dominic Larocque has been. First and foremost, Rosie, here's some of the highlights. And Canada, first couple of minutes, had a couple of efforts from distance, this one from McGregor, but after that it was very much USA, USA, USA.
Yeah, there's one that McGregor shot. It was wide. De Quebec hits the side of the net. Wallace throws it over. Got lucky there, it just bounced through the crease. Here's Roybal with just pure speed. Kid's got so much speed. Down to McKee. Big stop by Larocque. Comes out and gets as square as he can. Old school goaltending. Takes it right in the chest. He'll make that save all day long. Declan Farmer. Right into Larocque's chest. He says thank you. Josh Pauls. Keep saying the same names because these Americans are just all over. Like bees on honey, Jono, like bees on honey. Pauls throws it in. This was the one. Larocque thought he had it. He didn't. We still don't have an explanation, but I honestly think that it was pushed in with the glove, but it didn't count. We do know it didn't count. One of the few chances for the Canadians, not really a great chance. Only he had the one big chance, which was McGregor's shot from a nice pass from Hickey, and there's we stand.
Look at those stats with the shots on goal. Big gap between them. 6 saves that Dominic Larocque has had to make compared to just the one from Steve Cash. And as you mentioned there, Rosie, that was the effort from Tyler McGregor, who scored twice against the USA in the 2017 gold medal game. At the moment, though, it is the USA who have got Canada on the ropes. They just need that elusive first goal. Second period coming up shortly, but at the break, the first intermission, USA 0, Canada 0.
Finále parahokejového světového šampionátu zatím vyznívá lépe pro Spojené státy americké, i když jsme zatím branku neviděli, ale počet střel je jasný, 6 pro Spojené státy a 1 střela kanadská, která mířila správně na branku Spojených států, ale
Welcome once again to the Ostrava Arena. It's the World Para Ice Hockey Championships 2019 gold medal game between the USA and Canada. Scoreless after the first period, as you can see on the scorecard, which gives the impression not much happened in that 15 minutes. But Rosie, it was far from the case.
Yeah, the shots on goal were 6-1. The one shot was a good shot. Little slip-off pass from Liam Hickey to Tyler McGregor, and nice stop by Cash, but all the action really was around Dominic Larocque and his crease. 6 shots, but they probably had 10 or 12 chances. Larocque stood tall. I'll guarantee you that the coaching staff worked with the players to get a little smarter and tighten up a little more, and the Americans will keep coming.
And of course, we had information coming through at 2 as in the intermission about why that earlier opportunity for Farmer didn't count as a goal. And we understand it concerns Rule 908, Article 5, that the American player, Declan Farmer, made contact with Dominic Larocque's blocker. You can't do that. That's why the goal did not count.
All right, that makes sense. We thought he pushed it. I guess his hand made contact with Larocque's blocker. They said Steve Cash has got 2 saves, but they only had him as 1 shot. But either way, he wasn't tested. But we'll see what happens now. Another 15, the second period. You only got 30 more minutes left in your season. And you get to think about it till next September when it starts all over again.
Of course, many of you in the United States and Canada watching this one, but so many flags just in this arena alone. The Czech flag still hanging proud, and also a Latvian one here as well. We understand that quite a few Latvians, thousands of them in fact, have been watching the coverage over the course of the week. Yeah, as they try and get their program going.
Yeah, Latvia wants to get their program going. There's a bunch of countries now, Israel, that want to get their program going, and obviously China is in the midst of getting their program going. Huge to be ready for 2022 in China.
Those Winter Paralympics seem a long way off, but of course we're into that 4-year cycle now, well into it in fact, for the next Paralympic Games. USA, the reigning champions. Here they are now against the reigning world champions, and looking threatening once again towards the hash mark. Delayed penalty coming.
Yep.
First of the game, teeing the call.
Not sure who's going. It's McGregor, team captain. And we've talked about the succession of captains for the Canadians going way back to Salt Lake City and Torino, Canada, and Todd Nicholson, then John Labonte, Greg Westlake, and now Tyler McGregor. On the American end, one of my favorites of all time, Joe Howard, captain of the American team. Very, very intense player from Boston.
There was a ruthless start from the US in the first period, and now a player up in the second. Can they really force this one home now to get the opener in this one?
And they'll keep spinning around and cycling, looking for that one opportunity, that one isolation. Look at Roybal, Pauls.
No breaks at all, is there, with him?
Oh, there was a chance from Wallace.
And then it's missed by Roybal, but Paul's quick enough to react. Paul seems to know what's going to happen in 2 or 3 seconds' time, doesn't he? Reads it so well as he has it now and forces it inside. And there's Wallace, saved by Larocque. Oh, and look at that stick handling to keep it in his crease.
Another big stop by Larocque. The Canadians are playing it perfectly. Let him go around the outside. Let him go ring around the Rosie, around and around and around she goes. Don't let him come in the middle. That's what happened there. Wallace got a chance to slip through and take the shot. Larocque with another big stop.
Americans playing with pace and patience on this power play. Close there. And just coming towards the halfway point of the 2-minute spell now.
Another big draw. Face-offs are so important. They practice all the time.
Roybal, oh goodness me, that was hit with some vigor.
That was big by Lavin. He stops it. This kid's come a long way in a short time. Fires it down.
Just the one change being made by Ken Babby there while he had the opportunity. Westlake on the ice now as Farmer dazzles his way forward, forced out wide. Roybal there for support. So many white jerseys up there to support him, but they all part ways to allow Roybal down the middle. Couldn't hit the target.
That's exactly all you want to play it, though. You're going to give him a shot, let him shoot from out there, not going in.
The Americans starting to get space in the centre as Farmer on his weaker left. If he has got a weaker side. Roybal ghosting round the back. Just toying with the Canadians here, Roybal. When's he going to make the decision? He does now, and Farmer drifts wide. And that's the last of the power play.
Oh, and there's a chance, McGregor.
And now on the break come Canada. Hickey was on the right, not spotted. Paul's in the centre, could mop it up, and then offside there as Wallace was still retreating.
They played that penalty kill. If you could put it together and send it out all over the world how to kill a penalty, that's how they did it. Keep the Americans around the outside, don't give them any chances, and then when they do get one for a shot, your goaltender's there. Picture perfect, Jono.
Reminder that the United States here are looking for a victory that would put them level with Canada in terms of World Championship successes. Canada have 4, US with 3. And their last coming back in 2015. And the first, of course, was here in Ostrava in 2009. Whole different feel about this event, though, compared to that of 10 years ago.
Oh, absolutely. It was great 10 years ago, but not like this.
Roman, great stick handling. Dodson wasn't really aware of what was happening behind him, so Gemmell could react.
Oh, Hickey looks back and gets clipped there, shoulder to shoulder.
Bridges, suddenly space opening up for Canada here. And he opens up for Hickey, who's there ahead of Dequabe.
No icing there. Great hustle by Hickey.
Canada not taking care of the puck in the final zone of the ice. As Roybal just turns defence into attack in the blink of an eye. McDermott, clever from him, because Pauls is waiting on the far side. But he couldn't get a grip of it. It was a spinning puck and hard to get under control. Bit more of an even feel to it now after the first few minutes of this period dominated by the US.
Yeah, it's gone back and forth. No real big chances, though, in the first almost 5 minutes. Just looking for the first mistake of the game.
Really taxing stuff, this, on the upper body for both sides, who are motoring around the ice at the moment. It is so quick. And you just wonder, how can you make a decision so quickly? How can you get your bearings when a game's going so quickly like this?
That's the difference between the guy who plays the club and the guy who is the elite athlete like these gentlemen are. They work very hard to play at this level, Jono.
Westlake and Cash just too hot to handle for him.
I think caught him unaware, because that's definitely not too hot for Cash.
Hickey's finding a bit more of the puck now. Back on the ice is McGregor. Nice play as it's just worked towards Westlake, but unfortunately Roybal was there.
They almost got clipped there by McGregor.
Wallace and Roybal bursting beyond the blue line. Delay penalty coming in here against America.
It's going to be Roybal. Westlake got under Roybal's skin there. Westlake does it better than anybody. And Roybal sitting too.
We'll be back shortly after this intermission. Waiting the first goal of the game in this gold medal bout. Canada with the 5-on-4 advantage though now.
Throw
Roybal out for a couple of minutes.
Gonna throw Bridges out. He's one of the best face-off guys around. McGregor coming in to take it. This is a critical kill for the Americans. They've had the action pretty well most of the game so far, and the Canadians could take the 1-0 lead on the power play now.
Strong stuff there from Noah Grove. He's going to keep going to try and pressure Bridges. He hesitated though. He's always waiting for the call there, the full check. The Americans dealing with this effectively so far. Quite a piece of the power play remaining though. Farmer recovers and just tosses it up there.
Good flick off by Larocque as he starts to play. He's got 2 assists in this tournament so far. John, that's more than some players.
There's Westlake, back from McGregor. In fact, Bridges will take over. And now it's McGregor, maybe a chance. Hickey's free, Hickey scores! First goal of the game! And it's the Canadian one on the power play. And it's the star man, Liam Hickey, who sticks it past the cap.
And I said, you just never know. The Canadian, there's a Canadian pretty happy. Look at this. Hickey down low. Bridges to McGregor. To Hickey. Cash gets a piece of it with his arm. It just slides through the chicken wing, through the arm, right under. He'll want that back, but Hickey scored a lot of goals this tournament, got a lot of assists. The pride and joy of Newfoundland and Labrador.
Canada have taken a lead twice in the last 2 major meetings with the USA and lost both. They've got to remember that. The importance of a second after getting that first, paramount.
Yeah, they're gonna have to thank Dominic Larocque right now. He's kept them in this and they got the 1-0 lead.
Canada hungry for more, and maybe the USA a bit dazzled as to what's happened here, because prior to that, the first half of this match, they've been the better side. They've offered the more attacking threat. But now Canada are beginning to be behind the driving seat and press firmly on the gas.
Yeah, the Americans have had the action. They've had the bulk of the play, but they don't have the lead on the scoreboard right now. Sometimes that gets frustrating. Rico Roman.
McDermott, can he get there ahead of Hickey? Neither of them will get there in the end. Before round 2 ensues with McGregor involved, and also Roman as well. Finally it wriggles free. Kemmel has his say. Body's on the line stuff, it really is. And these are athletes who have done so much in their lifetime, where they've had to go out there and give everything to the cause. Some of them, the reason why they're playing para ice hockey now is Paul's comes in. Oh, and he scored. What a response from the USA. They've grabbed him by the scruff of the neck, and they'll be behind for less than a minute. Back on square, it's one apiece.
You know, I hate to sound like a broken record, Jono, but Pauls has got so much speed, and when you let him cut in the middle, look at this. He takes it outside, Bridges chases, cuts through 3 Canadians around Armstrong, around Cosolino. Larocque has no chance. He's sort of caught to the short side, and Josh Pauls, the pride of New Jersey, throws it under the bar to tie it up, and Pauls he's an elite player. He's been doing it for a long time, Jono. He's as good a player he is, he's as nice a guy as he is. Just a good kid. Talked to him many times over the years. 1-1.
USA on day 1, managing to turn the game on its head. Ultimately a 3-1 victory then after being behind. At least they've not left it as late as Pyeongchang 2018 in the gold medal game there. Which will be good for the blood pressure of the Americans watching this.
Oh, they got lucky there.
Maybe a break on here. McGregor, Lavin have worked this well, and he might get a shooting chance here. They're smothering him from behind, and the Americans have done it legally. Important.
Nice
really
play.
important.
Sorry, nice play by Lavin. He's kind of come out of nowhere and has really become a driving force of the Canadian team. I talked to Ken Babby, Coach Babby, about him. They really like him.
McGregor from deep.
No icing on that one. Oh! Gotta be careful, those dangerous behind the net. Bridges just misses Paul's.
Bridges still in there to try and recycle this, but he's lost it. And here's Farmer, and it could be a one-on-one battle with the game. Brushes past him. How easy is Farmer making this look? Larocque stops him.
Another
and a
big
rebound.
one.
Oh, Roybal denied.
Wow, that was Gemmell got tied up there and went the wrong way. A clear one-on-one with Farmer. He doesn't miss very often, but the big body of Dominic Larocque stops him again.
Farmer, so much pace. Checks back, Roybal on the ice with him here. Not that we've seen those two together on the ice in this game, but it shows you the urgency and the requirement here for the USA to get another goal. They've got it back level at least, and this is wonderfully poised going into the backstage of the second period. One apiece between the USA and Canada. Watching back there, the replay of Farmer's opportunity. Expert stuff from Larocque.
No, that was a great play. Larocque just waited. Young goalies don't get sucked in to make that first move. He waited. Let Larocque make the move, and then he made the nice stop with his shoulder. Absolutely great play. Larocque he's showing you why he's the #1 goalie now.
Great. Surrendering possession. The greats are good. Canada now have numbers up. Bridges does well, keeps up with the puck as well. Oh, how did he do that? Putting it into Cozzolino and back for Armstrong!
Oh, what a...
Rob Armstrong puts Canada in front, and he'll be waiting a long time to score that goal against the Americans after what happened in Pyeongchang. A lot of luck about that one, but he will not care. And Canada, for the second time, take the lead in the gold medal game.
And that goes to show you that you gotta shoot to score. Cash will want this back. Armstrong hits it, it bounces. It hits Cash's blocker and leaks over him. Wow, he'll be the first to tell you that is a bad goal. That can't go in. Coach Babby giving Armstrong the pad. He knows how hard this year has been with that play in the Paralympics. Big goal. Well, it's been a goaltending battle, and Larocque has won it hands down so far, but there's still almost 19 minutes left in the game.
The US responded quickly when they went down behind the first time. Of they got in the locker on this occasion. There's a skirmish in the goal, which has took a couple of players out of the game. And the space opening up now for McGregor. Not for long. USA shut the back door.
Nice flip into the neutral zone. Hickey lets it go.
Roybal has not really had an opportunity clear on goal yet. Couple blocked, but him against Larocque isn't really a duel we've seen so far.
Yeah, it's been Farmer with a few chances and Paul's with a couple. Oh,
well,
that's
this
a
was
bad
not expecting
play.
that, and here's Hickey. He's on his bike. Deckelbeck coming across and doing a great job.
Excellent defensive recovery by Deckelbeck. Oh!
Well, the helmet's
McGregor
almost
gets
come off
rocked.
that.
Roybal rocks McGregor. That's what you call a really nice hit.
Roybal with a shake of the head to put the helmet back on in the right position. Armstrong just missed it. That's going to be an icing call. Wow. How the tipping point of this has balanced after what was USA on top of the first period and on top of the first part of the second. But as soon as Canada got the first goal, it's very even.
Yeah, now it's the scale is fairly even. It's some good chances by both teams. The difference is Larocque right now.
Paul scored the equaliser. Oh, Dodson! Larocque's got a piece of that. Goodness me, he was almost as red-faced as Steve Kessler.
That was a blocker. It's both these guys have great blockers, and that was a little sneak, almost leaped behind him into the net. Tricky.
Big moments for Canada to try and keep their advantage going towards the end of this period. The managed did a lot better this time around than they did after the opening goal. And again, Larocque to thank.
Oh, it's no icing because Larocque came out to play it. Whoa, he's a little confused there. What's he doing?
Could be punished by Wallace.
Oh, he got back. He likes to play that puck, Larocque, but you get burned sometimes. Lucky he got back. There's Americans are getting a penalty here. That's McDermott. He's going to take one for a high hit to the head. Or Rico Roman. I saw a 3. It was 23, not 13. Canada has a chance to go up 3-1 with a power play here, and they have a potent power play.
I mean, this is the issue, isn't it, with goaltenders in power isolation. It's so difficult when you've got the stick in your hand to go up and make a successful save on that side.
Well, he had his blocker on a little bit of a tilt, and that's what happened to Cash, and when you tilt it, it's gonna swing up over you instead of a straight blocker to go down or into the corner. Oh, there you go. A little bit of a crossed his arms and caught him in the side of the head.
Rico Roman out for looks like the remainder of this period, unless Canada can make the man advantage count before that.
Yeah, Rico Roman been playing a while.
McGregor, well, taken out by the referee.
They're just going to be happy to get it down, get into the dressing room and talk about things.
Final minute, Lavin, Westlake. USA back and efficiently dealing with that one. Hickey has got momentum and he's going to keep on charging. And he's well checked by Douglas. Hickey now, not a great angle, and Cash got something on that to block it away. Westlake, spare man on the far side, he's found, and it's McGregor, and it's come back and missed, and Lavin was stretching for it but couldn't make contact.
That was a couple of big stuff. I think that's going to be it for the period.
So it looks like USA will be starting the final period. A man down as Canada came close on a couple of occasions there, but, well, how things have changed in 15 minutes. We were saying they were lucky to not be behind, but now they're in front. And you have to say on the balance of play in that period, deserved of it as well. Steve Cash looking troublesome at times as he's being put under pressure by the Maple Leafs. Twice going ahead, once pegged back. It means at the end of the second period here at the Ostrava Arena, it is USA 1, Canada 2.
Farmer to Pauls to Wallace to LaRocque. Billy Bridges, little slip down pass to McGregor, back to Liam Hickey, and he puts it in. Hickey scored some big ones here today. Hickey from McGregor and Bridges. It's 1-0. And here's Josh Pauls. This kid can fly. Cuts across the middle. LaRocque dives, but no chance. Josh Pauls, one of the best in the world, transition player. Takes it from the defensive, cuts through the middle, and rips her up top. And then this is one that I will guarantee you, Steve Cash, a world-class goalie who's won pretty well everything you can win in this game. Robbie Armstrong just gets a little piece of it. And it hits Cash's blocker and goes over his head. He'll want that back.
See how even it is on the shot count. Complete contrast then to the first period where it was the USA having 6 shots and Canada just the 1, but it's certainly levelled out now and we're going into a huge final 15 minutes. And of course, USA will be starting with a man deficit. Can Canada make the most of that? They have once so far. The USA need to find inspiration from somewhere. They've got the individuals to do it. They need to come to the fore though in the final period, and we'll be back with live coverage of that very shortly. It's 2-1 Canada at the end of the second. Story of the second period there for you to see here in the Ostrava arena, with Canada twice going in front, the Americans being able to peg them back just the one occasion thanks to their captain Josh Pauls. They'll need another response, the US, in the third and final period in order to try and rescue this gold medal game here at the World Para Ice Hockey Championships 2019. Where, as you can see, the crowd, the volunteers, some players from some of the other teams that are just wanting to see the top two go head-to-head. We're in great anticipation as to what's going to happen in these final 15 minutes. And Paul Rosen alongside me as ever. Is this going to be the final 15 minutes?
Well, I don't know. I do know that this game has had a little of everything. It's had great play, it's had questionable play, it's had great goaltending, and it's had shaky goaltending. If it plays out the way it does with these two teams, overtime is not out of the question. Canada has to play smart. They have 24 seconds left, which is not a lot of time. I think you have to play a smart defensive game, but you can't sit back. If you sit back, that's when Farmer, Roybal, and Pauls come to play. Keep playing the way you're playing, keep them on the outside, and the Americans have to keep pressuring. They have to keep pressuring LeBron because he's playing well. He really is playing well. He wants that title. He wants to be known as the best in the world. It's been Cash's for a long time. Can it change? We'll see.
Concerned look on the face of David Hoff there, the head coach of Team USA. Canada 2, USA 1, the scoreline, coming into the third and final period of these Ostrava 2019 World Para Ice Hockey Championships. Will it be Canada to hold on and retain their World Championship crown? Or the US going to come and steal it off them late on, like they did in Pyeongchang in the Paralympic Games in 2018?
This is Hoff's first Worlds. It's Ken Babby's third. In Buffalo in 15. Korea in 17. Now Ostrava in 19.
There's Roybal, and immediately Roman back on the ice trying to make an impression, and he goes to the centre, a stick went into the goal.
With Bridges.
The
Didn't
puck
know where that came from. Where's the puck?
We don't know. And there's the referee.
It's in McGregor's sled. That's something that does happen. Nobody has a clue where it is. But it's in McGregor's paraphernalia.
Good stuff from the USA. They didn't have much time there on the penalty kill to deal with, but every time it came towards their blue line, they defended it well.
Yeah, Ken Babby really doing some coaching. I'm watching him on the side.
Cozzolino just scooping it high down that far side and planting it in the neutral zone.
Touched by a high stick. Douglas high stick, and he picks it back up. Canada 2, USA 1. 14 minutes and 6 seconds away from back-to-back titles for the Canadian team. Costolino works hard, wins the draw with one hand.
Farmer, so pivotal, so much ice time already in this gold medal game. Pauls takes over now. Look at the Americans, so brisk coming forward. They're like arrows as it comes towards the goal that Larocque just pats out.
Yeah, that's not going in from that far out on Larocque, especially the way he's playing. Pauls keeps it in.
Much more aggressive hockey from the USA after losing their way a bit at the back end of the second.
Just got a piece of McGregor's shoulder, otherwise he was gone.
A lot of room here on the far side as Canada tried to make the changes. Roman, slammed by McGregor.
Big hit by McGregor.
Cozzolino, I think he got enough on that to kill the pace of the puck. Nothing more though.
Pauls has one stick, and he's still confident. As confident as most people with two sticks. Oh, nice play by Wallace. Bad pass up the middle.
Game already well. Just being shielded by Pauls at the moment. Westlake there to try sail it out.
Pauls wants a whistle. He only has one stick. Begging the ref to blow the whistle. He doesn't. Lavin has it now. Oh, he got rocked. They're throwing the body around now, Jono. Oh, and he got rocked by McGregor. It's rock'em sock'em sledge hockey right now.
Well, it's rock and roll stuff, and you just don't hold back, do you, when you're doing it for your nation? These two proud North American outfits giving it their absolute all.
Wow.
And those people that have watched para ice hockey for maybe the first time this week, and they may be hockey fans, stand-up hockey fans, one thing about this sport is it certainly keeps the main components of stand-up hockey.
It's one of the main reasons why a player who becomes disabled and played this game as an able-bodied person loves to play it and wants to play it again because of the physical element, the hitting. That's why I really wanted to play it. You can be aggressive. America's just one step behind right now. They're losing the stick, and Roybal goes into the boards heavy. Farmer loses his stick. They're not them right now, but there's a lot of time left.
Bridges, the officials wondering what they have to do at the moment to get out the way. Roybal, yeah, it looked like there was an offside there. Roman was at the wrong side of the blue line.
Yeah, it's hard sometimes when you're playing with Farmer and Roybal. They're so good, and they make so many moves that you have to stay on side for them. And obviously, Coach Hoff is gone to Farmer and Roybal together, and they'll play a lot. Might knock it down to 2 lines now, have the one as a checking line.
Immediately back on with things.
Oh.
McGregor intercepting. Paul's ain't going to catch him, I don't think, as McGregor bears through. Saved by Cash. Angle wasn't great in the end, and you have to credit Paul for forcing him out that way.
Yeah. Good hustle by Westlake, forcing the bad pass to Farmer. Oh, nice play by Paul, slips it off to Roybal, and he's on the move.
Roybal, there's carnage in the centre, which means Roybal's got space. Doesn't hit the target. Farmer now. The American showing a bit more dynamite. Farmer, slotting it across the hash mark. And it's not read by Grove. Still alive though, and Farmer's got it. So much happening in the centre of the ice here. As Farmer now got the option coming in, which is Roman. In fact, it was Paul's and blocked, and now back for Farmer again.
Nice read by Lavin.
USA have got Canada right where they want them, where they were for so much in the first period.
Yeah, they started moving the puck around really well. It's an icing. They'll be happy with the way they're playing right now. But they still haven't put it in. Canada tried to sneak a change, but they iced the puck so they couldn't. Coach Farino telling his guys that as soon as you get it out of the zone, we have to get off. Yeah, Jono, they tried to pull a fast one, getting some player changes. When it's an icing, though, you can't. You have to keep those same 5 guys on. Changed that a few years ago. Oh, just a bad pass. Just un-American the way they normally play. They're just a little out of sync.
How concerned will David Hoff be that what he said in the intermission ahead of the second, and now ahead of the third, seems to be falling on deaf ears?
Yeah, well, you know what? There's still 9 and change left. It's going to go down fast. But they just don't seem to be precise. Like last night, playing the Czechs, their passes were just beautiful. Tic-tac-toe, right on the tape. And they're not today. They're not on the tape. And Canada's not the Czech Republic, so you can't make mistakes against them.
I said in the first period, have the USA given as good as they've got? They were well on top there. They're going to have to find something in the locker similar in the final embers of this one. Canada still lead 2-1.
Just handed out, I think, the all-star team or the top players. They gave Michael Geyer was there, Declan Farmer was there, Liam Hickey was there, and Dominic Larocque. These are 3 forwards and a goalie. I don't know where the 2 defensemen went. Maybe they'll tell us soon at the next break. Good choices were Farmer, Hickey, and Geyer.
USA need Farmer really to show the sort of leadership he did at the back end of the Pyeongchang game. But the USA are losing their way.
Yeah, little things like that they would very rarely do. A slip back pass and nobody.
Roybal, he'll be getting frustrated. Especially now, because McGregor's clean through on the left. They're racing back, the Americans. As Canada try and come all the way, and the penalty's going to come against the US now.
Yeah, that's Wallace. And there's no need for that one. You're down 2-1 against a potent Canadian power play, and you just go flying into them with reckless abandon. Wallace could cost his team. Wow. You know what? McGregor will take that all day for a gold medal, but that could come back to bite him. Billy Bridges goes down to Larocque. I'll guarantee he told him, Dom, if the puck goes down, I want you to transition high to somebody up by the blue line, as Larocque does better than any goalie in the world.
Canada have scored once on the power play. They do it again. Next goal is so vital. Canadians will be looking to spread out those white jerseys in front of them as McGregor puts it through them, and a whisker wide it goes, and Cash responded well.
Halls and Westlake face to face talking. Definitely not talking about plans in the offseason, I'll guarantee you that. Time is running down, 7:59 left. Although we know what happened in the Paralympics. The Americans tied it up with just over a minute, won it in OT.
Confusion here, does Larocque come or does he stay? Well, he's got away with it. Red jerseys came flooding back. But the USA on the shorthand are the ones who have got the grip right now. They'll want to make sure they don't leave themselves bare, so Farmer, even though he wants to get a goal, might have to just hold it for a bit and kill a bit of time.
Farmer loses his stick again. He's lost his stick a few times. That's not like him. Bridges coming in hard.
Three defensemen back to the Americans at the moment. Oh, great stick handling to find McGregor. Can he get a shooting chance? One of them will. Cash saves it. Is it loose? Yes, it is, and it's swiped away, but well picked up by Hickey.
That was a big stop on Greg Westlake by Steve Cash, and a timely stop. You can't go down 3-1 now.
Saw that happen earlier on to the Czechs, and that really demoralised them from that point onwards.
Larocque out again. He's been wondering a lot tonight. Like I told you, he has 2 assists in this tournament. That's quite a feat for a goaltender.
Looks like America have killed this penalty successfully, and it's a couple of sluggish changes made there by Canada on the near side, which nearly gave the space for Farmer. Now Hickey. Both teams 5-on-5. Cozzolino and Armstrong. LaHoo was up there with them, but he couldn't be found. Good claim by LaHoo to turn it over. Can defence be sprung into attack here for Canada?
Don't want to be doing that.
Well, they're trying to find their teammates, aren't they, and manage this game without just dumping it. But it comes with a great risk.
It does, and they're only 5 minutes and change away from holding on to that World Championship title from 2017.
This would mean everything to Canada if they can hold on. But the US never give up.
Especially the way they lost last year in the Paralympic Games. This would take the sting out just a touch.
A real grapple in the corner. Hickey's lost it. Most players have lost it. Armstrong's found it. And here he comes, the whole perimeter of the defensive zone, it seems, but It's costly if he gives it away to Wallace, and LaRock tips it over.
Yeah, LaRock just got a piece of that with his glove. A good left-handed shot by Jack Wallace. This might be right on goal, no icing.
Pauls gets it, and the first thought is immediately to turn to LaRock's goal.
It was a very nonchalant little play by the stick of LaRock.
US going gung-ho now, full gusto in order to try and get the leveler. Canada showing great determination and strength to keep it firmly enough at the moment.
Wallace was going at that corner very hard and coming to make the change for Douglas.
Marvin trying to get in on Farmer, back now for Pauls. Douglas is late on the scene but picks it up, blocked and still alive maybe for Farmer. Back it comes for Pauls. Crane was with him like Velcro, would not let up at all.
They're closing the middle of the ice down right in front of LaRock, and that's out. That leaked out. 3 and change. Canada making another change. Could get caught here.
Farmer, McGregor can't hold him up, and Farmer will keep going!
Oh!
It's a mesmeric goal from Declan Farmer to make it 2-2. Wizardry right in the farthest art. And LaRock is beaten.
McGregor had him to the outside. I don't know how Farmer does this, but he always seems to do it. That's why he's one of the best, if not the best. The magician. Bounce it off of LaRock's sled. He takes it his right hand to his left, back to his right, goes around LaRock, hits the bottom of his sled on the blades, and puts it in. My God. Just when you think you've got this kid down, Declan Farmer, the pride of Tampa Bay, ties it up. How many times does this kid do it, Jono?
Incredible stick handling.
Wow. And he's played such an amount in the last 10 minutes. He's been off almost next to no time. Now, you got to be careful now, because this is this American team when they go hard.
Yeah, absolutely no mercy here from Team USA. McGregor picks it up. Roybal just checking him, and that'll be a penalty.
Absolutely, Roybal's going to get one there. Silly time to take one.
Well, LaRock's out of his goal, but he might as well shuffle back now because the penalty has been called. And we're going to go to a very quick break. It's all tied again. USA 2, Canada 2. Brody Roybal in the box for 2 minutes for tripping. We told you just after the last commercial about some names that were being read out here in the Ostrava Arena. And there they are, the Directorate Awards. Best goalie given to Dominic LaRock of Canada. Best defenseman given to Liam Hickey of Canada. Declan Farmer getting best forward, and certainly showing why just a few moments ago. And the overall MVP was Michael Geyer of the Czech Republic.
Great choices. I agree with every single one of them. Geyer has the heart and soul of this Czech team, and here's Hickey with a chance.
Tried to square it across and Grove was in the way. Great play from the youngster.
Yeah, that Roybal penalty was teeing, not tripping. One of the few things you can't do in this game is trip.
Now McGregor. He's getting stuck under the sledge. Favourite 6s and 7s. It's a rolling puck for Wallace, who tries to scoop it. Farmer will get on the end of it. No immediate scoring chance for him.
He's going to stay down low as hard as he can to keep that puck. Westlake's got it. Farmer drops his stick again. I wonder if something's wrong with one of his hands, because that's not like Farmer.
Bridges. Can Canada go in front for a third time in this incredible gold medal game? Farmer now. The pendulum swings from one side to the other. 90 seconds to go overall of the period. Now 20 seconds of this Canada power play.
Nice little play back to Hickey.
Now
Down to
some space.
Bridges.
Bridges keeps it alive.
He did keep it alive.
Westlake. Into the corner it goes. That's not where Canada wants it.
Gamble has it.
USA back on full strength. It's a 5-on-5 for the final 60 seconds. It was an incredible final 60 in Pyeongchang 2018 as the USA got one then. Roybal to Wallace.
Bad pass there.
They're not going to get one now, it seems. Is this going to overtime?
Oh, no.
Oh, will Roybal win it? It's on the wrong side of his stick and he couldn't turn around. Now it's Roman. Incredible ending once again here as these two go all the way in this gold medal game at the World Championships. Farmer trying to make something happen. Canada with their bodies literally on the line. They're on the puck.
Westlake had it underneath him. He lost it. Reached out to Farmer.
Roybal, he's got the bit between his teeth. He's been frustrated in this game so far. He wants to be the match winner, but it's going to be Canada with possession of the puck now in the neutral zone. But Farmer again getting there and again losing his stick. Wallace cannons into the blue line. And that's it. We're going to overtime once again between the United States of America and Canada. 2-2 in an incredible game, and there's going to be 15 more minutes to decide who is going to take the 2019 World Para Ice Hockey crown from the Czech Republic. Wow. Well, different circumstances, but same outcome, really, to Pyeongchang 2018. It will require another 15 minutes. And as we look ahead to that, I'm going to say, Rosie, that in Pyeongchang, it was a case of, when it went 4-on-4, the USA favoured that more. They've got Roybal and Farmer that can utilise those spaces. Should Canada have the same worries here tonight as well?
Well, the biggest thing was stopping them, and they've done it in many different tournaments. I remember one in the east coast of Canada where right off the draw, Paul's picked it up and busted right through the middle and scored. The key for the Canadians in the overtime is they have to stop the 4-on-4. They have to stop them from busting through the middle. The middle is critical. And the Americans, as soon as the play starts, as soon as the overtime starts, they have to use the speed of their 4 guys.
You can see there that the Farmer goal is the only one from that third period, and ultimately it took the nick off Larocque, but what a bit of genius play it was. This is the overall match highlights, and it feels like a long time ago now since Liam Hickey put Canada 1-0 ahead in the second.
Absolutely, that's one that got through the arm of Larocque. That was a beauty to tie it up. Josh Pauls just so smooth on the sled. The captain puts it in under the bar. This is one that I will guarantee you Steve Cash wants back off his blocker and in. Bridges over to Armstrong. Armstrong shoots it. blocker leaking in. And then here, one of the nicest plays I've ever seen. Farmer, like he did last year in the Paralympics, when everything's on the line, he takes it to OT. Right hand and left hand, goes behind the net and behind the line anyways, and banks it off of LaRocque's blades.
And the best players show the best performances in the biggest games. Doesn't get much bigger than this. And Declan Farmer once again coming to the party and making sure that his name is remembered. He's got 15 minutes more work to do. It's a maximum of 15, of course, as we await goal before we go to the shootout. So a lot more to be decided here, but as you can see, if the USA can keep their discipline, they've certainly got the offensive prowess to try and get the title in this one. Canada, though, defensively holding firm, and with dominant LaRocque, it's always going to be tough to score against them, and they have that little bit of magic at the other end as well. All to play for, overtime coming up in a few moments' time. Do not go anywhere. USA 2, Canada 2. Final period of the World Paralympic Hockey Championships 2019 coming up. Make sure you are strapped into something comfortable and ready, because we don't know when this game is going to end. It could be in the first minute, it could be in the 15th, but we have got 15 more minutes coming your way between the USA and Canada, tied at 2-2 after an incredible 45 minutes of hockey. And a game of hockey, really, Rosie, that encapsulates the whole week we've had here. Thrills, spills, hard hits, great goals, wonderful stick handling as well, and passion from the stands.
Yeah, there's been everything you would want from a hockey game over this week. We started last Saturday, we'll end today, an exact week, Saturday to Saturday. This will be my 20th game, and I've loved every minute of it. We've had great goaltending, and we've had some weak goaltending. We've had great plays, we've had some weak plays, but that's what you get when there's a lot of games and a lot of things on the line, and this is what's on the line. You're gonna have Farmer, Roybal, Halls, and Wallace against Hickey, Westlake, McGregor, and Lavin. That should be a great start to this game. Both benches will be cut down. Certain guys won't get out there. It's 4-on-4. We'll go 15, Jono, and if nobody wins it, we go to a shootout. The shootout is 3 shots each. If it's still tied, you turn around and you go sudden death. Let's strap in, baby. This should be great.
It's hard to understand what the nerves out there would be like right now. And, well, I've got poor Rosie Rosen next to me. Not a bad guy to ask at all. You said to me off the mic, Rosie, it can be the best feeling winning overtime, but it's the worst way to lose.
Yeah, I've been on both sides. When you win, you feel like the world is your oyster. And when you lose, you want to get back in that shell like an oyster.
Here we go again between the US and Canada. Overtime for a gold medal, this time at the World Championships. It's got a very similar feel to just over 12 months ago, where the Americans won it and excelled in having that extra bit of ice to work with on a 4-on-4 situation.
Oh, he's offside. Put himself offside. Yeah, this usually happens fast. If it doesn't happen in the first 3 minutes, it usually won't happen until the last 3 minutes. Saying that, it probably will happen at the 6-minute mark.
It is all about the golden goal now. Next one wins it. You want to go hard and get the job done early, but then when you start tiring out, it's only human nature to be a bit more conservative and ensure that, okay, you might not win it quickly, but make sure you don't lose it.
Yeah, and you have 3 Americans deep there. You got to be really careful how you play this.
Paul, so measured. He's been outstanding today. A goal as well. Roybal not being his best afternoon, but you can see he's still trying.
Yeah.
Don't bet against him being the match winner.
Yeah, and there's something about Roybal. Just when you think maybe he's done, that's when he ends it. Oh, Pauls.
Well, the Canadians are dogged, and they know they'll have to do most of the defensive work in this overtime, as Farmer will go and line one up and try and win it just like he did in Pyeongchang, but it wasn't to be on his left side.
Yeah, and they're going to have to make a change soon. Again, Lavin was almost gone.
The direction just couldn't screw the right way, and now Hickey. Roybal again giving it his all. Westlake takes over.
Yeah, that one almost leaked out for a real good chance. He's going to take it. Oh, if he missed that one, the Canadians were gone 2-0. That's what's great about this 4-on-4. Just when you think you've got it, you let it go, the other team's got it.
A fast and furious first couple of minutes of overtime. Here's Roybal. Oh, he had 2 over. It couldn't make its way through. Great
Bridges,
defensive work.
Bridges sends Farmer right back to Tampa Bay.
Goodness me. The energy levels, the stamina is incredible. The Rock's coming a long way out to meet this. And kill it. Oh, he won't.
Oh my God. Cozzolino just came on.
They're coming out of nowhere. Here's Hickey. Is he going to win it for Canada? Cash comes up with a big money save.
Wow. You talk about maybe giving the coaching staff a heart attack. Dominant block. Look at that hit. Wow. Boom. Might have gone a little high there. Big hit by Bridges. Wow.
Ken Babby doesn't look comfortable. I mean, normal time's gone now, Rosie, we know that, but when you're up in front twice in a gold medal game, there's frustration that you've got at this point, even if a draw's a fair outcome.
You forget about the past. This is brand new, baby.
US coming out hard, just like they did in the first period of regulation. And Roybal being a pest on Hickey. Those two starlets of the game going head to head. And now Farmer trying to take over. But Bridges there.
Farmer lost his stick again. Something has to be wrong with one of Farmer's arms.
Douglas. He's got room. Oh, he's a high one. The Rock's tipped it up. It's still alive and well blocked by Hickey.
What a great save by LaRock. That was a tough shot.
Gemmell that deserves the credit, in fact, getting his body in the way there. Roybal, lovely nonchalant reverse back for Farmer, similar range to his winner in Pyeongchang. Bridges not giving him the time or space. Farmer to Roybal, and Roybal, the angle isn't great. Goes the scenic route. Douglas on the stretch, keeps it going, did well. And if you can use both hands in this sport, you double your range, which is so important.
Yeah, Bridges almost was off to the races.
Great take from Hickey. Space on the far side for Bridges. Slows it down. And we are getting to that point of overtime now where maybe you don't want to go full tilt, but the Americans aren't listening to that at all. And Roybal to win it, saved by the Rock.
Oh, he missed it again. I thought the ref threw it down, he didn't. Leaked out of LaRock's glove there. Oh, hard to see it down by the boards here.
Hickey sent sprawling. USA with most of the possession.
Wallace.
Most of the offensive threat. Wallace with 5 goals yesterday against the Czech Republic in the semi-finals.
Uh-oh.
Farmer, he's got Roybal. They're able to win it. Saved by the Rock again.
Didn't get everything on it.
Roybal trying to walk around. Now pulls and the Rock again short side.
The Americans are all over the Canadians.
Incredible again from the Rock. He's the goalie of the tournament, and that's why we're still going on here in overtime. 2-2. This one on a knife edge in the gold medal game at the Ostrava 2019 World Para Ice Hockey Championships. 2-2 the score.
I don't know what's going on there. Making him change his sticks.
There seems to have been a few stick issues in this game.
Yeah, wow.
Westlake with new ammunition to try and combat Farmer and succeed as well. Canada want to make sure that Steve Cash does a bit more work here, because it's Dominic Larocque who's done most of it in overtime. Goes for icing. Third of the way through the period now.
Yeah. Our partner, Alan March, was here for the first, well, almost the whole tournament, other than the semis. And today we came in and doing a great job, Jono. He says hi.
Great to have him watching. And certainly, like everyone else watching this, thoroughly enjoying what's going on. Maybe not if you're Canadian or American though, because it's on a knife edge, but Roybal might wrap it up.
Over.
And does. And Brodie Roybal, who all game has been knocking at the door to make something happen, has done it with the golden goal in overtime. And the United States of America, the Paralympic champions, are now the world champions for the first time since 2015. They've knocked the Canadians off their pedestal, and they go straight over to Steve Cash to celebrate, and they will come away from Ostrava in the best possible fashion as gold medalists, but the Canadians will be feeling lower than you could imagine right now.
Yeah, you know, Jono, the Americans dominated the 6 minutes of overtime. They dominated. They were all over them. The only reason it lasted as long as it did was because of number 31, Dominic Larocque. And we said it all day about Roybal. Roybal, we said it, you know, he didn't seem like Brodie Roybal. He wasn't 100% on his game. He missed a few things here and there. But Brodie Roybal's too good. He's too good. The pride of Chicago, Illinois, he's too good. And he had that chance, and it slipped down from his good buddy, and he made about 7 moves before he put it underneath Larocque. And Dominic Larocque, he came out. This was his party. This was his way to show the world, I am ready to be the #1 goalie in Canada, and they'll be back. Yeah, the Americans are back on the top, and they deserved it. They played well. They dominated the overtime. This game of sled hockey looks healthy. The week we've had out in Ostrava, the Czech Republic looked good. The Koreans are coming on strong. The Americans are champs again. The Canadians lose it in overtime, but a very close game. China, watch out for them. They're coming strong. Russia's coming back. Germany has got a chance. They think they're going to win the B pool and come up. It is very healthy to be a sled hockey player, a para ice hockey player at the elite level, Jono.
Brodie Roybal with the goal to regain superiority for the Stars and Stripes of USA once again. Their 4th World Championship title to go level with Canada. And this will be a sweet, sweet feeling for them after doing it the hard way in Pyeongchang. A similar route tonight as well here in Ostrava. But the important thing is they have got the job done. As for Canada, it's that similar sickening feeling for Ken Babby and co. And you do feel for them, but the United States deserve all the credit they get.
Yeah, Jono, you have to feel for them. They, Coach Babby implemented a real good plan this week. He's talking to Dom Larocque right now. I tell you, that guy feels feels pretty good. Steve Cash was not on his world-class way. He's been the best goalie for years and years and years. He'd want that second one back, but that's the Americans. You get them in overtime, and it's just something about 4-on-4. They don't know how to lose 4-on-4. They dominate. Like, we watched that there. The Canadians had, I don't think they had a shot on goal in overtime. The Americans had 5 or 6 incredible chances, not good chances, incredible chances.
Credit as well to these athletes, because to hold a performance level that high after the week of competition they've had, and they produce this sort of drama, championship after championship, and no wonder the crowds are swelling like they are. You compare the crowd for this game to the crowd at the start of the week when these two played each other, and it may just tell you everything you need to know.
Well, it's just showing you as the teams get ready to for the medal ceremonies, it just shows you that athletics for the disabled, parasport, are enormous. All the parasports NSOs, all the parasport authorities over the world, wherever you are, you got to take a chance tonight and pat yourself on the back, because when I was starting in 2000 to where it is now, parasport is treated equal, and that's all you want as a disabled athlete or person. You want to have that opportunity to be treated equal, and that's what's happened in Ostrava this week. I could not, I've said it a few times, Jono, I could not be prouder to be a disabled Canadian, to be a disabled athlete.
Very well said indeed there, Rosie. And a testament to the way that the people of Ostrava have taken this sport and just ran away with it. Really flown into dreamland at times. You think of moments this week for the host nation alone. Some special, special highlights that will be taken for years to come and used as a way of promoting the sport further. There's no one here saying that this is as far as para ice hockey can go.
Oh, no, no. Like we talked about, you watch China the next couple of years, Russia, the last major event in Sochi where they won silver and were only 38 seconds away from a Josh Sweeney goal from the gold. This is the great dichotomy of this game. You watch the Americans there and they are happy. They are going to have a great night tonight. And then you look at the Canadians and they look extremely sad. But that's sport. There has to be a winner, there has to be a loser. It was 1 goal in overtime. I could easily say to the boys, keep your head up, but that's the easy thing to say.
Well, very shortly we'll be passing over to the rink to hear who the player of the game will be for both sides, and also, of course, the medal presentations as well for both these formidable outfits. But it will be silver for Canada, and the golden medals will be going out to the United States of America. And these guys here looking very proud at the moment, suited and booted, the Koreans, because they have got a bronze medal. And of course, earlier on, they were the party poopers, beating the Czech Republicans, but still getting a great reception from those who were here for both games.
Yeah, and boy, they look really dapper, eh? In their beautiful blue shirts and blue jackets. The podium looks exactly like it did in the Paralympics, with the U.S. taking the gold in overtime, the Canadians taking the silver, and the Koreans taking the bronze. It's deja vu all over again.
Oh, this is an important bronze, isn't it, for Korea? Because, of course, the one they got in 2017 showed that, yeah, we mean business. We deserve to be at Pyeongchang, not because we're hosting it, but because we're good enough. Then they cemented that with a bronze in the Paralympics itself, and now they've come here and again show they're in the top echelons of para ice hockey.
Well, it's huge, Jono, because they've done it 3 times. It's not a fluke. 17 they did it. First time ever. 18 they showed the world it wasn't a fluke. Now 19 3 times. Now they're the 3rd best team in the world. But they're a long way from Canada and the USA. They're still the cream of the crop.
And once again, we'll just run through some of the Directorate Awards from the 2019 World Para Ice Hockey Championships. Best goalie for Dominic Larocque of Canada is defenseman Lean Hickey, getting best defense for the championships. Best forward for Declan Farmer, and MVP is Michael Gaia.
The heart and soul of the Czechs.
Vyhlašujeme nejlepší hráče tohoto finálového utkání, Best Players of the Game. Ceny jim předají Jiří Schindler, předseda organizačního výboru šampionátu, a Silva Sládečková, vedoucí odboru a školství a sportu, tedy ostravského magistrátu. Best Player of the Game from Team USA is player number 16, číslo 16, Declan Farmer.
Farmer with the MVP, player of the game of the U.S. He had a great game as always. That
Best player
goal
of
to
the
tie it
game
up,
from
incredible.
Team Canada is player number 31. Nejlepším hráčem Kanady je hráč číslem 31, Dominic Larocque.
I tell you one thing. This kid who lost his leg in Afghanistan as a Canadian soldier, this kid is a humble, good, pure Canadian boy. He has turned himself into one of, if not the best goalies in the world. He's definitely the best goalie in Canada. I'm unbelievably proud of this kid. The fact that I was goalie for Canada for many years. This kid is great, and he has such a bright future, Jono.
Dominic Larocque tried all he could to deter the Americans from breaking him down, but ultimately their offensive prowess was just too much.
Slavnostní ocenění 3 nejlepších týmů světového šampionátu v Ostravě. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the medalists. Bronzové medaile předají. The bronze medals will be presented by Andrea Hofmanová, náměstkyně primátora statutárního města Ostravy, the Deputy Mayor of Ostrava, a Zuzana Bajgarová, náměstkyně primátora Ostravy, Deputy Mayor of Ostrava. Bronze medalists. Bronzový medailisté. The Republic of Korea.
Koreans getting their bronze medal. You got it. I don't know if you've had a chance to see the medals over the years. You've been to a few big events. They're really, really beautiful.
Certainly for the Koreans, they'll be getting familiar with that feeling now, won't they? Some of the coaching staff here collecting their medals. And we've spoken about now how the Koreans have cemented their spot on the podium of World Para Ice Hockey. A bit of a different one for them this year compared to recent years where they were on home territory. They had the home backing. At times they've had to come head on with this crowd, partisan behind the Czech Republic earlier on today in the bronze medal match. But they did it successfully, and a 4-1 scoreline ultimately is very handsome.
Yeah, I want to see next year's Worlds, the Czech Republic. I want to see how they handle next year. The success they had this year, it might have been 4th place.
But certainly fitting bronze medalists in the form of the Republic of Korea.
Yeah. Give them a hand, they played well. Still a good crowd here, Jono. And you talk about crowds this week.
the Deputy Governor of the Moravian Silesian region. Ladies and gentlemen, dámy a pánové, stříbrný medailisté, silver medalist,
Canada brilliant once again during the week. Missed the medal, Rosie, that you don't want to win, but still you have to pay great respect to Canada, and you do hope that even though they'll be down right now, they appreciate what they keep on doing for their program.
Yeah, you always want to win your last game, Jono. No matter what it is, you want to win your last game. So they'll feel upset right now, but they really have nothing to be upset about. They lost in overtime to a great American team who were just a little better in overtime. And their goaltender played unreal. A lot of good things came out of this. I talked to Coach Babby before the tournament, and yeah, you want to win every world championship. They'll be upset they didn't repeat. But they're looking towards 2022 in China. And they got some young kids. Lahu, Lavin, Cosolino, Hickey. All these kids, Henry, Dunn, Smith, all these kids are young kids. But then again, on the other side, the Americans have the same thing. The grassroots programs of the USA and Canada. You look at some of the Americans that were here last year, Nico Landros, guys like that. You know, Nico Beck is now that big bone-crushing defenseman on the blue line. They've taken the game of para-hockey to another level, the Americans and the Canadians, and I said it before, big part of it, big part of the shutout has to go to the late Jeff Sauer, pardon me, who was a phenomenal human being and an incredible coach. Coaching staff getting their silvers. There's Mike Foligno, former great NHLer. It'll sting for a bit. David Huff, getting his first gold medal. Taking over the reins. Guy Gosselin, the Paralympics last year.
The gleaming gold medals destined for the United States.
Nice big gold medal. Boys getting their medal. There's Jack Wallace getting his medal. He's come a long way. This kid is a dangerous, dangerous player. Put 5 in last night against the Czechs. He'll remember that. 5 goals is a lot of players don't get 5 in a season. Generally, Steve Cash's backup. Very important to have a good backup. He knows his role. And I think Mr. Lee knows his role. Steve Cash won't be thrilled with the way he played tonight. That second goal he won back, but man, that guy has won everything. Absolutely everything there is to win. He even won an ESPY, ESPN's awards, which was a huge, huge triumph for Steve Cash.
There's Declan Farmer, best forward at these championships and scoring. Well, ultimately, really best legend Dominic LeRock, but the build-up to that is stick handling that I've not seen in the last few years watching this sport. It was unbelievable. I was amazed, even at the break after it, going into the overtime period, just reflecting on that, the presence of mind in a game of such high stakes to be able to produce that quality was just sublime.
Declan Farmer is definitely a special player.
Robbie Roybal, the match winner there, gets his medal now as well. And he looked frustrated today, but he's smiling now. And I said, well, we both said, it just takes a moment, doesn't it, to produce that quality that is in the locker and to forget about all that had happened before.
Yeah, he wasn't on the scoreboard, and he probably was maybe squeezing his stick a little, but man, he did it when it counted in OT and won it. And I still think something was wrong with Declan Farmer's hand. He dropped that stick about 7 or 8 times, and that's definitely not like him. But that duo of Farmer and Roybal, you put together some of the greatest duels of all time, Messier and Gretzky. You know, you could do it in every country if you want. But man, that duo was tough to stop.
Proud moment coming up for David Hoff, isn't it? Pressure on his shoulders no matter what your repertoire is in hockey. If you're manager of Team USA, you're taking over from Guy Goslin, there is a lot of responsibility there.
There's no doubt. Canadian coach and American coach, there's always an enormous amount of pressure because people say you're in a no-win situation. If you win, yeah, you had great talent. If you lose, what happened? He did a real good job this week. As the Americans went 5-0, didn't lose a game. The Canadians 3-2, losing both times to the Americans. 3-1, game 1 last Saturday, 3-2 in overtime today.
Yeah. I'll be back in December for the World Cup.
Sitting on the blue line right now as the silver medalist, it's the hardest thing in the world. You're sitting there, and it seems like a week. It's not. It just does. Giving the trophy to Josh Pauls. What a big moment. Dominik Hasek, the Dominator, one of the greatest goalies of all time. You're gonna play the anthem now.
Yeah, the USA on top of the world once again. The Stars and Stripes superior in the sport of para-ice hockey. And they've made it a clean sweep of victories this week. And once again, it'll be their national anthem that rings around Ostrava.
of America, world champion. A nyní bych poprosil, aby pár slov řekli. And now I'd like to ask Mr. Jiří Schindler, ředitel organizačního výboru světového šampionátu v parahokeji Ostrava. A poprosím taky Tima Rediše, člena Mezinárodního paralympijského výboru, IPC board member, to say a few words. First of all, Mr. Jiří Schindler.
Thank you. Dear athletes, referees of the IPC board, the members and all officials, thank you for being here in Ostrava on the best World Para Ice Hockey Championships. I hope we'll see you here very soon. And now in Czech. Velice rád bych poděkoval všem těm, kteří nevěřili, že by nám parahokej a paralympijské sporty mohli chodit diváci. Děkujeme, že jste nás motivovali k tomu, aby diváci přišli na parahokej. Děkujeme se vám všem, kteří nám věřili a podpořili nás moravskoslezský kraj, město Ostrava a samozřejmě český stát všichni ostatní, kteří věřili ve štěstí a pomohli nám uspořádat nejlepší světový šampionát na roli. Děkujeme.
Here we have then the scorecard from that pulsating final. The US winning it in overtime, 3-2 against Canada. And you can see Paul, Farmer, and Roybal. If ever a trio would be so paramount to the side, it's them three.
And Hickey and Armstrong. Here's our first one. Armstrong, McGregor. McGregor down to Hickey. Hickey off of Cash's shoulder and in. Josh Pauls coming across and rips it inside the post. Great shot, right in. Beautiful goal, 1-1. Then Rob Armstrong with one that just snuck by. The great Steve Cash off his blocker and in. 2-1, and it stayed 2-1 for a long time until Declan Farmer decided to take the game into his own hands. Picks it up, goes down the right side. He's got it on his right stick to his left, back to his right. Chips it off of the rocks, skates, and what can you do? You cannot do anything. That was just remarkable. And this is the winner in OT. Farmer to his good buddy, Roybal. Roybal right hand left, under LaRock. And that's it. You wrap it up. Gold medal for the USA here in the Czech Republic. And we'll see you next year is what Mr. Roybal's saying.
And this is where we'll wrap it up. You can see overall the American dominance there, 21-10 with the shot count, but Canada had spells, USA had spells. It certainly deserved to go to overtime, and we were treated, if anything, to an extra 15 minutes. We never wanted this week to end.
No, and you know what? It was unbelievable, an absolute unbelievable opportunity to be here all week, to be here in Ostrava. The World Championships, I've had an enormous time. Thank you so much for allowing me to do the games with you. And I will hopefully see you again next year at the Worlds. To the United States, congratulations on their gold medal win yet again. And goodbye for me.
And on behalf of myself, Rosie and Alan March, who was with us as well earlier on in the week, we thank you very much for watching wherever you are around the world. It's your support in watching this fantastic sport which helps it just progress further and further. But from Ostrava 2019 and the World Para Ice Hockey Championships, we congratulate the United States of America with their gold medal crown.